Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm presenting my version of the history and the profile of Batam. Batam Island is amongst the Riau Archipelago province, or we usually call the acronym as Kepri, a short form of Kepulauan Riau. Kepri has 2 cities and 5 districts. You must have heard about Natuna, Anambas, Lingga, Karimun, and Bintan Islands. These are the 5 districts in Riau Archipelago's province, and the 2 cities are Tanjung Pinang and Batam. Do you know what is the capital city of Riau Archipelago? Yes, correct. It's Tanjung Pinang. There are 34 provinces in Indonesia. Due to rapid expansion of trade and developments in the Riau Archipelago's region with Singapore and Malaysia at that time, in 2002, Riau province was upgraded and divided into 2 provinces by our government. And the new province is called Riau Archipelago. And Tanjung Pinang is now the capital city of this new province. This new province is also called as Sigantang Lada, which means a pail of pepper, which taken from the title of a song which originated from former Riau Lingga Sultanate. There is a historical meaning in the song's title, that once upon a time, the Sultan of Riau Lingga Sultanate in this archipelago wanted to count the numbers of the islands in this archipelago, but he always forgot the number of the islands he already counted. So he used the peppercorns and pail. Since the numbers of islands was abundant and there was no calculator at that time yet, so it worked this way. In every island they passed by, they would put 1 peppercorn into the pail, and after they passed by all those islands, they realized that the pail was full with peppercorns. Therefore, now this archipelago is also called Sigantang Lada, which means a pail full of pepper. Okay, now let's talk about Batam history. The name of Batam originated from a brick-making factory which was founded by a person named Raja Ali Kelana. The factory was built in 1896 together with his business partner Ong Sam Leong. Who is Raja Ali Kelana actually? He was the Sultan of Riau Lingga Sultanate, known as Sri Paduka Yang Dipertuan Muda, aka Prince. He started this business by using the machine from Germany, and his factory name is Batam Brickworks. The quality of the bricks was excellent. He expanded the market and advertised these bricks in the newspapers in Singapore. Since then, the name of Batam became well known as previously. Many people did not even know the name of this island. Unfortunately, in 1910, Batam Brickworks under Raja Ali Kelana was closed down because of bankruptcy. However, we should be thankful to him for making Batam famous and well known to our neighboring countries. There is another version of the origins of Batam, copied from the History of Malay Annals written by Dahlan. The word Batam is an Indonesian word called batang, which means tree trunk. If you observe the coast in Batam Island facing the South China Sea, the coastal areas were planted with the trees. The trunk of these trees were very useful to fishermen who live and fish around this island. Another reason why this island is called Batam is because on these islands our ancestors built a wooden bridges using wood from the trees. So Batang is a type of a connector between one place with another place. The strategic location of Batam amongst neighboring islands, Bintan, Bulang, Lingga, Thammasat, now called Singapore, as a transit point, enabled this word Batang becomes popular, and now people call Batang as Batam. Also, because of its strategic geographical location, it was decided by 3 countries to make Batam into a big free trade zone called Sijori, a short form of Singapore, Johor, and Riau. And Sijori development expanded, more amenities and facilities were built to cater to the expats, foreigners, migrant workers from Indonesia. Now, Batam has become a safe and popular destination for the tourists from all over the world, including China, Korea, UK, Vietnam, India, and many other countries who visit this island. Today, Batam still lives up to its name as a transit point as many visitors from Singapore proceed to other parts of Indonesia via Hang Nadim Airport and our very terminals. Another version of the Batam is taken from an abbreviation of Batu Ampar, which is one of the oldest industrial parks in this island. Batam was officially mentioned in the notes of Foreigner's Journey and in the historical documents of London Trinity in 1892, and in the Riau Lingga Sultanate documents as well. Alright guys, now you already know how the name of Batam originated, right? So when some people mention Batam, it's an acronym of Bila Anda Tiba Anda Menyesal, when you arrive in this island you'll regret, or Bila Anda Tabah Anda Menang, which means when you are patient enough to stay here, you would be fortunate. It is based on each individual personal experience actually, as Indonesians are so well known for using acronyms among themselves. But now you already know what's the meaning of Batam and how the words comes from. Dahlan in his book wrote, since 231 people have been living in Batam and its surrounding islands. Several coastal areas are still populated by sea gypsies, also known as a Selat ethnicity, while the jungle area are populated by jungle tribes such as Sakai and Jakun. In historical time, sea gypsies live in boats and sail around the Riau Archipelago's waters. They live all their lives on the boats. They build with shelter made of palm leaves, going ashore only to collect fresh water and trade their catch for other necessities. It is usual to have 4 to 5 persons living together. So, how if they want to get married and have a wedding? Yes, they would berth the boat to a jetty to celebrate the wedding. The sea tribes were also known as fierce fighters during the Srivijaya era and the Riau Lingga Sultanate era as well. On 18 December 1829, a prince, Nong Isa, was given a letter by the Sultanate of Riau Lingga to govern Batam. He then was known as a person who began the official government in Batam under the Sultanate. And now, there is a district in Batam called as Nongsa, named after him, and the date 18 December now become a dies natalis of Batam city. In the book of Nong Isa, Tonga Awal Pemerintahan, written by Edi Sutrisno, the era of Nongsa has developed greatly and has become as a busy harbor. The harbors in Batam are very busy with many ferries from Tanjung Pinang, Bintan, and Penyengat Island, and the passengers alike in Batam to take another ferry to Singapore and Johor. And now, Batam is still developing and expanding.